It's a little wider and bigger than what I thought. It's got some bigger balloonier tires, so that's decent. Go lay down. There, another biscuit. Feels a little heavy, you know, so yeah, let's get inside and take a look, I guess.
Almost reminds me of one of those ghost cars on Supernatural, you know?
Well, it's actually, if it was green, it's the Gravedigger from the old monster trucks that used to crush real cars. I actually went to the Bigfoot monster truck at the Civic Center here in Portland, Maine, and I just told you where I'm at. So yeah, Portland, Maine. And but yeah, and I did go, and what they always had I believe they had the son of the Gravedigger there. Do you know, Rob, if they had the son of the Gravedigger there? If you don't know, then that's cool. They always had Bigfoot, of course, but they always had the Gravedigger too. Bigfoot was more famous than the Gravedigger at the time, but now Gravedigger and Bigfoot both are in the monster truck world, obviously. This one here can do flips and stuff like that. I'll have to drive it to find out. If you guys want to like and subscribe to the video, or stay subscribed so that you can see the video, or check it out. Eventually I'm going to run this thing and take her to the spot and jump her and see what she's made of and see what she can do compared to the rest of the cars that are out there and what I brought over there. So yeah, if you could please like the video, that's great. And so yeah, we got to open it up, and I need to figure out how. I like the feel of that. I mean, it's very heavy, durable. Shocks are very supple. Look at that. Could use. Find out there. Probably could use a little tightening on the springs, but the oil itself feels a little plush. I tend to keep my cars very tight, which probably isn't the best idea. I should at least go a little bit lower with them. I definitely end up with breakages, probably related to that, shock ends and whatnot. But yeah, it feels good. I like the axle feel, the metal. It's definitely decent. That's real metal right there. At least, yeah, definitely is real metal. Looks like plastic, but it's a composite type metal. This is even, geez, that one's hard to tell. But I would definitely say it's some kind of composite metal. That's definitely metal. That's metal. This is some hard composite right here. I did see on Kevin Talbot's video that he broke this. You can get some metal ones for that. But I'm hoping that I don't run it as hard as he does. I'm not the best driver in the world, but hopefully it should be okay. Now, how do you open this thing? What do we got? Like 2 little pins right here? Are you serious?
I don't know.
No, that can't be it. Is it really? I'm gonna find out. So I think it's these 2 little pins right here, and almost leave you no choice but to grab the thing. But if you grab the thing, you're gonna rip it off. The little tag thingies. Don't you dare run off with that. Get out of here. See, they got little tags on them. You rip those off the rubber. So yeah. Big flotation device tires. I like them because they absorb the impact for the shocks. The shocks shafts look pretty good. The shocks themselves are kind of small. I don't know if you noticed that. Less fluid. I don't know exactly what that does to the profile of the car, but most of my monster trucks have some pretty thick shafts. Not shafts. I forget what they're called. Anyways, is this open yet? Guess that went to something else. Well, it looks like it did something. What do we got? Oh, we got more of these things. So yeah, but they're wicked small. No joke. No joke at all. Let's see. Try to push this back through because it's giving me a hard time. There we go. Now this should come out a little easier, hopefully. Don't lose them, so definitely. There we go.
You're right, they are
Another
tiny.
one right here. Bam, that one was easy. There we go. Now she's open. Now, I'm used to seeing these type ESCs in the 3S armors, the 4, especially the 3S armors, the V3s, 3S lineups. So that looks a little weak right there when you put that like that. Almost like you want to put something behind it. Oh, that didn't work out too well, did it? Let's see if that, I don't know if it'll work, but that'll work for now. And here's the lights. So you obviously hitch up the lights. Where at, I'm not sure. I'm not looking at the manual as much as I can help it. Let's see.
Didn't even know that the thing had lights.
Yeah, it does. It's a monster truck, Cat, and it act because this particular truck does act like a real monster truck. It has the profile of a real live monster truck. They show comparisons like that. If you go on YouTube, anybody who's listening, go on YouTube. You can find the comparisons between this and real live monster truck, and they say that it's probably if not one of the closest. Well, it's one of the closest, if not the closest, to a real monster truck the way it drives. However, I did like the way that it ripped, the way that it drove. Like I said, I didn't see major height, but it still looked like a whole lot of fun. And fun factor is a factor when I drive a car. Like I like the Typhon. It doesn't necessarily flip or anything. Even with the little tires there, I like the Typhon. Boy, does it get air, and is it rip, and is it fun, and it sure is. There's no doubt about it. I can see why people really love that particular car. I've heard some people say that it's even their favorite. I did answer your thing, right?
With lights, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. So anyways, yeah, we're trying to figure out how to get the lights hitched up. Usually there's a whole nother cord. I don't know if you go into the receiver box, but I'll look in the manual before I do that. So, but anyways, let's take a look. We got aluminum or some kind of metal here, for sure, and it's all one frame. Looks like a crawler style body. It's got the low bottom. I believe it has a real axle, and it drives like a real monster truck with a real drive axle. 3S Spectrum. I believe it's a 100 amp, right? 100 amp. And then we saw the 31 kV motor, right? Yep, 3150 kV motor. Yeah. EC5 connectors, the STX remote, which is a decent remote. I like it. It's definitely an upgrade from what there was. I like the new remotes with the V3 3S line. I'm not sure about the 4S line. It's not out yet, so we're all waiting for that. Besides learning how to hitch up the lights, let's take a look at the manual. Well, I guess it's a 130 amp ESC. That is pretty amazing.
I was gonna say, that's new.
Does it take a 4S? I can't remember. I thought this was a 3S, but maybe it does take a 4S if I can recall. It says 2 to 3S. Oh no, that's the charger. Required, not included. 2S, 3S. But with a 130 amp, a lot of times you do a 4S with a 120 amp. I'd have to check that out. That would be pretty decent for us. I'm probably going to bump this up to a 4S anyways. It's according to how it performs. But most of the time I find that I always will bump up the ESC to a 4S. It's water resistant. I'm going to try to take another look at this. Maybe you have to go into the receiver box and actually hitch it up, but I really doubt it because it's something that you're going to want to get into probably often. Ooh, that sounds pretty nice. I like that. Sounds pretty decent. There's got to be a hookup somewhere.
Huh.
No. I'm bezaffled.
This is proving it to be a challenge.